Okay, so you hate your fucking life. All right. What are you supposed to do about that? Well, I'm honestly going to tell you right after I shut off my car. Okay, so you hate your life. Maybe you're subjected upon, abuse in real life, verbal abuse. Maybe you get bullied at school. I know what that's like, getting bullied, it fucking sucks. Your parents beat you up, they verbally harass you. You feel like your self esteem is all the way down. You don't know, you're so uncertain that, what you're going to do. And, this uncertainty builds up and eats you up from the inside out. And then, the thing about life is that life is what feelings happen to us. Life is feelings, in a certain way, 80%. And so, what are you supposed to do at that point? When your life just fucking sucks and everything. Well, you're honestly supposed to beast through it, and honestly finding solace and whatever you can right now. I mean, playing video games, jerking off, it only distracts you from the real life environment. And you know but in a certain way, like, you're really safe and you're comfortable in this shitty environment because you don't have to really do anything. You don't have to execute or perform action, because even in this environment where you're constantly being treated upon like your shit, your self-esteem is so low, you decide to stay in that environment. That's not a good use of being a human, of your human will and your humanity in general, because no one ever deserves to be subjected upon that. The truth is that you can always make a change. You can make a change in your environment and what you do. And while you're doing that, you should be blissfully pissed off. You need to have this urgency that I need to change my situation and that my situation can be better, right? Don't try to intercept or create a reason out of goodwill, like, with the beauty of my heart, like, I would try to get rich or something. Like, no, it shouldn't be like that. What you should be constantly doing is that, like, whatever reason you invoke upon yourself to get out of this shitty environment is a good reason in itself, because it will push you and drive you. All right, if you do it out of, like, personal, like, human validation, like, if I do this then maybe girls will like me, all right, that pushes you, right? That's why a lot of people get into fitness, and now look at them, they're ripped physiques, and that doesn't become that original purpose doesn't become their whole purpose. Then they seek mastery in working out, and then like, the reason that you do something, the first ever reason that you feel, that pushes you off, is a good enough reason, which is something I've intellectually, wisdomized and wisdom and everything, and applied through experiences, that you can't just intercept, you can't just create, like, a reason. You can't just think yourself into, being, out of the situation, and in a way, you should live your life. And then, right, and then another thing I'm going to explain to you, sorry for the stutter, is that the brain's limbic system, and the brain is an individual creature of itself, right? You have a mind, that is produced a higher consciousness, meta consciousness, they're able to think about your own decisions and everything, and you're able to think about yourself and take the world around you and think about it, which is really awesome. But you're also able to think about your own brain, and your own brain is an individual creature of itself. Your brain is like a primal animal that is, a pleasure machine, a pleasure, satisfaction, unsatisfaction machine. So I'm going to tell you this right now, the secret. If you want to live, if you want to stop feeling shitty and actually feel good about yourself, the only way to do that is to honestly be absolutely pissed off with your situation, and then live your life in such a way that your true soul can only make it satisfied. Because the fact that you're unsatisfied from getting that satisfaction is what's going to push you. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm unsatisfied with my day, for example, because I haven't worked out, I haven't, woken up the exact same time, I haven't worked on my business, and that makes me pissed off and unsatisfied. Only at the end of the day is when I'm truly satisfied, when I've done all my tasks, and it makes me feel good in a way. And at that point, even though the nihilistic reason still stands that I can still, kill myself and nothing, any of this matters, it's like you don't think of that and you don't feel that way nihilistically or, depressively when you start doing good habits, which is weird because, but you have to think about it realistically. Your brain is an animal that does the activities and sees it for itself. It sees these activities and does these activities. And, when you keep constantly hammering it with dopamine and, food and jerking off and everything, in that human equation, you are treating yourself as a means to your only addiction. Your vices control you. So no wonder you'd want to kill yourself. No wonder a lot of billionaires want to kill themselves because, you know, they must have it all, right? No, it's not the case. And this is a real life case. And, you know, so many, it's everywhere in real life, you know? So if you hate your life, do something about it. Just, that's all you have to do. And it's honestly where you have to start. Just do something about it. Hope you enjoyed the video.